When your AC won't start, the cause could be anything from a dirty filter to a failed component. We'll walk through the most common fixes and when it's time to call a pro. Before touching anything, shut off power at the disconnect box near the outdoor unit. Per NEC code, every HVAC system requires a disconnect within sight of the unit. Confirm it's off, then proceed. First, go to your thermostat and check 3 things. Mode. It should be on cool. Set point. Drop it below room temp. And batteries. A low battery thermostat can go completely unresponsive. Fresh batteries have solved more broken AC calls than you'd think. If the thermostat seems to be working correctly and the AC still isn't turning on, find the AC breaker in your electrical panel. A tripped one sits in the middle position. Flip it fully off, then firmly back on. One trip is often just a power surge, but if it trips again right away, stop resetting it. That usually means a failing capacitor or locked rotor. That's when you should call a professional. Another reason why the AC won't turn on could be the air filter. A clean filter lets light through. A clogged one is solid gray or brown. A clogged filter restricts airflow, freezes the evaporator coil, and triggers a safety shutoff. If yours is overdue, replace it. Let the coil thaw for a couple hours, then restart the system. It's also worth checking the condensate drain line. When the condensate drain pan fills up, usually from a clogged line, a float switch cuts power to prevent overflow. If you see standing water in the pan, that's your culprit. Flush the PVC drain line with a wet dry vac or distilled white vinegar. Clear the pan, and you should be back in business. Lastly, check disconnect box. Pull the disconnect fuse block near the condenser and inspect the fuses visually. Loose connections or blown fuses are a common culprit. The honest breakdown. Everything we covered, thermostat, breaker, filter, drain line, these are homeowner serviceable checks. But call a licensed technician for anything involving refrigerant, capacitors, or contactors. Handling refrigerant requires EPA 608 certification, while capacitors and contactors are high-voltage equipment. They carry serious safety risks.